Guys, Mappin here, and today we are looking at a scenario where the black Chicxulub Meteor doesn't hit the Earth. Now, in the last episode we saw civilizations start, and the third thing we are gonna see is is explanation from this Mint team. Now, the Mint and Red team, they sign a treaty that the red team can't go after this line. It's that the red team, mm, the mint and the red team celebrated that in this line, the mint country can expand only here, and the red country can expand only here. Now this is going to be very beneficial for the mint country, as we all know, because there's the Horn of Africa and all the other things. So they're expanding, you know, and they finally start boarding the red country, which is pretty much their ally. And now here, this purple dinosaur country, they are again gonna expand into Sicily, taking it for themselves. In the last episode, I said there were dinosaurs, mostly bipedal, which is very cool, as we can all imagine. And they imagine, and they expand their Italian colony along the coast a lot. The yellow country is meanwhile also gonna expand to Albania and to Albania and Greece. Greece, I think it is. And they are gonna they're gonna expand into Albania and Thrace and Macedonia and all the other things. What is there? I don't know even what area this is. Now we see the green country expand massively as they take almost, I think, half of the rest of the Anatolian land. And that's because Anatol Anatolia, or this green country, they are super expansionist. So here you have a fun fact. Meanwhile, on this island right here, I don't know what is its name, the lime forces are gonna cross through the sea, I guess, and into this, and basically just basically just annex it. So the yellow country, they 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 declare war. They declare war on the Anatolian country, and here we see them expanding into here, into their former Anatolian lands, taking Anatolia, the city, and its other city. This is a massive loss for Anatolia. But they are gonna be expanding, and eventually they annex all of Crete, which is a blow for Greece. This is like very strategically important island, as you can imagine. So they quickly start putting their forces out of here, which basically kicks them the out of this city and this area, but not out of Anatolia. They still keep a lot of forces there, but they eventually land here, on Crete. But they aren't gonna be able to take it. They're gonna be taking this. And while this is happening, the the Anatolian country doesn't realize that the Greeks are gonna make a naval landing over here. Mm, What is its name? Troya. So, but the Green country again, they expand here into, I think its name is Elboya, and they make a landing here in, in in Greece. So they are gonna make a peace treaty, both of them, because they are tired of fighting. In this peace treaty, we can see a lot of things happening, like the Greeks taking here Troya and keeping Crete here. Now, now they also take Anatolia, the city, not the entire thing, and meanwhile, the Anatolian country, they take most of Crete. And we then see a country forming here in Africa. And with and it's this uh I'm gonna think of a color. It's this blue team. And they are actually gonna cut off the lime team from expanding, which is pretty funny. I'm gonna fix those borders, they look horrendous. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, here. And they're gonna have their capital city. Hmm, they're gonna have their capital city. Hmm, let's say, let's say here. And the line count, I guess not line. The main country, they're obviously gonna be very, very angry, but they can't do anything about it, except they can, and that is declaring war. And the the Lime country, they are obviously gonna start invading into the Blue country. Uh, they start invading along the coast here and get pretty far, and they are pretty good at fighting. You should know that. But the Blue country, they are gonna expand here into the south. The main country, they are not very good defenders. They are good attackers, but not very good defenders. I mean, there are junglers and everything, but like they are just bad at defending. So they signed a peace treaty. We can see both of the countries gaining some land, but nothing major really. Now we are going to the dinosaur purple country, a dinosaur purple country, and they are gonna be doing some good old expansion. Ignore my dog, yeah. Ignore it, please. They're gonna be taking all of this, which is a lot. And we then also see the yellow, the green Anatolian country that also expanding now into Europe. Now into Europe. Imagine that. Yeah, they're gonna be taking tourists, like some tourists around this much. Oh shit, I made the modern borders. Oh well, what about it? And then we see something interesting happening. And that is that the colony here, I'm just gonna call it like, I don't know, like uh, Lebanon, they are gonna be taking their independence. Now, this is uh this is an interesting country because they do not like colonialism, but they were born from it. Like interesting. And they're gonna be taking all of this land. Well, and they are gonna be also trying take Cyprus, but Anatolia is really really strong, like really. So they just, you know, boom, take it away from them. And they even start slightly attacking into the black country. But the black country they are pretty strong, yeah. And the lime country they are the lime and Anatolian country they are like war struck. They do not want to go to war again, but they had to, so they start losing the front up here. But they do eventually, as you hear, kick them out. And they eventually sign a peace treaty. Well, this is how it looks, yeah. And then we see some of these Greek colonizers start going north. They go north, 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 or north. I have pretty bad language. And they eventually wander here to Stetson. Now they do not know where they are at all. So they decide to make their own country and they're gonna be just around Stettin and Lubeck, which is not much, but not a small amount. And they are gonna be having their big city. Mm, mm, gonna I'm gonna just put it in Stettin. Wait, that is the bad one. Uh, like I said, they're gonna have their uh, capital city in Stettin, and I think we can end the video here. So, if you like this video, leave a like, maybe subscribe if you want to, and I'm gonna see you again later. So, bye.